So, how many of you came to the first Wheelchair Summit in February? Okay. I think it's probably about a quarter of the people in the room. And you know, today very much builds on, I think, the really fantastic work that came out of the first Wheelchair Summit. And I mean, we've got an absolute full house here today, and many, many more people wanted to come, and we had to turn them away, although they're going to take part in a different universe, but more about that shortly. So my job today is to kind of keep things moving smoothly and keep us on time and make sure that we get really good outcomes. So you can't see this at the back, and it doesn't really matter, but you've all got, on your tables, you've all got copies of the agenda. But basically, what's important to say about the agenda is that we've had a design team made up of a lot of different people, and we've been working for nearly 2 months to design the day today. And we've designed it to get the really very, very best out of everybody and get us working together collaboratively and get us to a really good place so that at the end of the day at 4:30 we can go home and say, actually, you know, I think some really important things are going to happen, some really great actions that make the kind of difference that we were talking about with regard to the film. And what we're basically going to do, we've got a whole series of activities and exercises that we're going to do between now and 4:30 to really hear everybody's voices, to get us all collaborating together and hopefully get to a point where we're really clear about what our action will be. Just in terms of what we're going to do today, it's not like a normal conference, you know, where you get a load of speakers and you sit and listen. And there'll be a little bit of that, but hopefully not too much. And it's a very carefully constructed design, okay? And basically, because everybody's given this a day up to come and be part of this today. And it's so precious to have everybody here together, you know, planning and learning together. So we want to kind of sweat the most, every drop of energy out of everybody. So what we've done is that we've designed the day around you. So, you know, what it means is you mostly stay where you are, and we'll come and change things around you so that we can do, in this time we've got between now and 4:30, we will get the absolute most done. So, just because it's a bit unusual and not how we'd kind of normally do things, there's a few things that we'd kind of want to ask you, you know. The first thing, go with the flow. If it kind of feels a bit weird or you feel like you're being manipulated or made to do things, just go with it and have faith in the process, because I hope that a little bit later on it'll kind of be clear. We're going to give you lots of tasks to do today. There's going to be 4 different tasks. And some of the tasks have got facilitators, but what we want you to do as a table is to take like collective responsibility. So every task, it will say, do a certain thing by a certain time. And if you could like collectively make sure that will happen. So yeah, be fully present. I know there's lots of people here that are really active people, and there's lots of difficult things going on in our lives. But the more, you know, like we're fully present in the room and we're not being distracted by other things outside, you know, it would just be fantastic. The next one is collaborate, support and constructively challenge other people. You know, like we've got everybody who's anybody is represented here. We have suppliers and manufacturers. We have clinicians. Obviously, lots of wheelchair users, families and carers. We have commissioners of care. We have the kind of people that often are the people that some people in this room get really angry about. You know, because they don't get their act together well enough from our point of view. And actually, you know, we're going to be like collaborating together today. We're going to be talking with each other. And so, you know, let's do that. You know, high support, high challenge. Yeah, let's put ourselves in other people's shoes, okay, or in other people's wheelchairs. And, you know, really try and look at things from other people's point of views. You know, we want everybody to feel that you can really say what you want to say. So we want to kind of respect confidentiality. And I think those of us that are tweeting, you know, that's great, because we're going to have this virtual community as well. But you know, let's understand that we want to make this a safe environment for everybody to say what they want to say. And you know, have a voice. like Paul has said in the film, you know, this is our one chance today that we're all coming together like this. It will never happen again. So, you know, give your own perspective, give your views, and hopefully we'll have a fantastic day. So, part of what we're doing today that is different is that we want to get a report of today out to you by the end of tomorrow, okay? So, but actually, behind that screen there, we've got a little writing team, and everything that you're doing, the discussions you're having, the outputs from the activities that we're going to ask you to do, they're recording it in real time. And we might not quite get it by the end of tomorrow, but we're going to really, really try. Because I think, you know, it's such a time for action now, and we mean business. So we want to get this out really quickly. As part of that, we're going to be taking lots of photos during the day. Okay, if you do not want to be in a photo, can you let me or one of the team know, and then we'll make sure you're not in the photo. And just something to do to help us, because every activity that you do, we're going to be, you know, the actions that you record or the things that you want to happen, we're going to take that and record it and put it in the report. So just to help us, can you imagine there's 16 tables worth of people here, all filling in sheets of paper. Can you imagine what a nightmare it would be for that writing team if we don't kind of have some order? So if you can like put the title of what you're doing at the top, and if you can put your table number as well, that will really help. Now, a couple of things. On your table, in your table number holder is a little flag that says ask, okay? So if anybody's talking like jargon, or you don't understand it, and it's probably me, so I'm sorry in advance, or, you know, you just don't understand the task, or we're not sure what to do, put that flag up. Okay. Now, the thing about that flag, that's not a flag for like, I want to ask a question of the speaker. It's an ask around, I need help. So if you put your flag up, okay, somebody will come to your table instantly and solve the problems of the world for you. Or maybe not. And one last thing to say there is, one of the things that's on your table today is, today we're publishing what we're calling the e-digest, okay? And it's a document, there's a paper copy of a document on your table. But again, it's around how can we take this really important work to the next stage. It's called an e-digest because actually it's an e-publication. But we've got some paper copies that are going to be on the tables, and again, you know, recommend you to have a look at that. And my colleague, Professor Moira Livingston, is going to come and tell us about that shortly. Yeah, today is about action. It's about making a difference. It isn't just having another talking shop, you know. So what we have here is a commitment wall, and it's a sticky commitment wall. And what we want everybody to do by the end, there's some commitment cards on your table. We'd love you to put your commitments on the commitment wall, and you can, like, if you like, even now, if you feel really inspired, you can go and put a commitment up, or by the end of the day. But we hope we'll get lots of commitments, and we'll come back and look at those. Now, one of the problems or the dangers of having a design team with a lot of different voices and a lot of different people is that they start coming up with challenging ideas. So some of the people in the design team for this event, who might happen to be sat in the front row, said, why can't you run this event virtually? So like the organisers, we took the challenge. So, as well as the live summit that's happening here today, you know, we're all here physically in the Oval, there is also a simultaneous virtual wheelchair summit happening in a parallel universe, okay? So all the plenary sessions, when people are here talking, you know, or we're working all together, they are being live streamed. And what we mean by live streaming is that now we are live on YouTube for anybody to watch and comment. We want people to tweet. So who tweets in here? Okay, great, lots of tweeters. So if you can tweet using the hashtag #MyWheelchair, then we'll pick all your tweets up during the day. When we, the people who are here physically, are doing work at the tables, there is a virtual process going on with the people who are not here with us via Twitter, a tweet chat. And my colleague Jackie here, Jackie Linton, Jackie is the virtual facilitator, And she's actually running a table there, which is the virtual table. So when all of us feedback, all of us physically present people, we're also going to get feedback from the virtual table as well. And during the day, we'll keep getting that.